looks.
Come on, Bakayo,
Saka,
please.
you got this. You got
Come
this.
on,
Nah, you
Please,
got
Bakayo.
Come on,
got
Saka.
this.
Yeah! Do this live! Come on!
Listen to the roar of the Emirates.
It's a no! We already know! Come on! That's my guy, Saka! You mad? Are you mad? Are you mad? Come on!
Here we go.
Yes! Yes! Here we go!
We are here. We are back. Yeah? We are back again. Yeah? Like cook crack. Yeah?
Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to I Know Nothing About Football TV. This is another Redmond Roundup where I talk about all the controversial views and opinions that I do have, so it opens discussion in the comments down below. We're going to be touching on the Arsenal-Liverpool game, which I said we were going to win, and I also suggested the idea that Arsenal fans needed to be humbled. I felt it was very wrong if I didn't come on video and just basically send my apologies, condolences to all the Arsenal fans who I may or may not have offended. I thought you needed a humbling. I still think you kind of do. But your manager and your team has just got a lot better, and I just think it's about time that everyone, including myself, just starts paying that little bit more respect. And it's not a video to kiss Arsenal's arse. Arsenal can go fuck themselves, fuck the fans, fuck the players. They're just a really good football team, and they tethered me in this situation. I made a video a couple of days ago saying Arsenal fans need to be humbled, and then they go and slap us 3-2, and it was a very deserved 3-2 win as well. To touch on the game a little bit, I feel like there's a few talking points. The first thing I want to do is, don't want to lick Arsenal's arse, but the first thing I want to do is praise Arsenal. I thought Mikel Arteta got absolutely everything right, which I still believe there's a hole in his game where he can get things wrong. What people fail to realise is every manager can get it wrong. A prime example would be when Arteta played against Man United. I think he went a bit too attacking. I think he just sort of exposed his back line, set up Saliba and Gabriel for failure, and Man United capitalised. They didn't do the same against us. They stayed tight, they stayed compact, they didn't overcommit, and they just went ahead and got the result. And it's embarrassing because Arsenal have been the joke club, but seeing the way that Liverpool fans have reacted to this game, saying, oh, it's not fair and stuff like that, we're acting exactly like them. Now, it's not all Liverpool fans. There is definitely an exception of Liverpool fans like myself who will take the defeat for what it is. We were the worst team on the day. We got beat by the better 11 players. On the day, we got beat by the better manager. On the day, we got beat by the better everything to do with the two football teams. And that's why I've just got to sit here sometimes and think, let's not stoop to that level. I know that we're the banter club at the moment. We'll claim the trophy temporarily, or maybe for the rest of the season. However, we have to be realistic on why these things are going wrong. The first thing I want to talk about is the referee. Now, was that a handball in the first half when Diogo Jota tried crossing the ball? Absolutely. And if there's any Arsenal fans who are disputing that, you are delusional. However, to suggest that that is the only thing and the only reason why we lost that game is where the delusion creeps in from the Liverpool fans. Yes, there might be deluded people who think it weren't a penalty. It definitely was. When you look at today's standards and rules and regulations, that's 100% a penalty. His arm was in an unnatural position, and yes, Arsenal got away with one, but they were still pretty much, like, there was periods where Liverpool were better. Arsenal absorbed that pressure, and let's be honest, Liverpool have got away with a fair few red cards over the seasons. It's only going to be a matter of time where it bites you back in the arse, and Liverpool don't have a good track record with referees, regardless, contrary to belief of Liverpool and stuff like that. I still think we know now referees are crap. Therefore, you can't rely on certain decisions to win you football matches. Whether it was a pen or not, we still didn't do enough on the day to get the result, and we knew referees were crap. So the first thing I want to say is it was a penalty to us, but it weren't given, and it is what it is. The second decision where Arsenal's penalty was given, yeah, is it questionable? Yes. But again, the same rules and regulations. If you create contact in the box, whether it's enough or not, it can be deemed to be checked for a penalty. And when it's checked for a penalty, it's very fine lines on whether it's given or not. If it was given, boss. If it weren't, Arsenal fans would be complaining, and there'd be people saying that they're wrong for that. Either way, it was a game of fine line decisions, and it went Arsenal's way, and it helped them, of course it did. And it didn't help us, but it doesn't matter. As for the performance from a Liverpool point of view, I really do just have to start off by saying Trent Alexander-Arnold, not good enough, more than useless in this game. Gabriel Martinelli had him on absolute strings. Another reason why I should be humble, because I was on 5 Live this week talking with Joel Bayer. I was putting the argument in about putting Luis Diaz over Martinelli. I think overall it's a shout, but I also think you've got to stop looking at Martinelli as this youngster bouncing through the Premier League. He is just a really good player. He looks like he's got even better this season. He's caused us loads of problems before, and it was a reoccurring theme. And I think now Trent being injured, this sounds very sadistical, but I think it's actually good. I think it's good that he's injured. Yes, it reduces options, but I think it's the only way that Klopp won't persist to keep starting Trent Alexander-Arnold. The whole back four, I thought Matip and Van Dijk were somewhat better, but still collectively from the midfield to the defence, not good enough defensively. Going forward, I feel like outside of Arsenal mistakes, we just didn't look like we were going to create much, and it was better than what we've been seeing. And it was actually a game we could have got something out of. But did we deserve the result? That's where I have to interject and say, no, we did not deserve the result whatsoever. The only players who I can look at and think, you know what, you performed well, was Joe Gomez when he came on. I thought he put in a proper shift. The Colombian sensation, that is Luis Diaz, who unfortunately got an injury. And when he went off the pitch, even though I didn't think he was great, I thought he was getting bullied by Saliba a lot. He was the only one who was showing that energy, and we looked so shot as a team when he went off the pitch. So Gomez, Diaz, sort of positives. I thought Henderson and Thiago were terrible. I thought Salah was non-existent. And how long does it get to... Let me know in the comments down below. How long do you leave it until you don't try other options? Until you don't try, I don't know, Harvey Elliott, a right wing for a few games. Now, I'm not saying Harvey Elliott's the solution for the long term, but in the short term, where Salah is literally contributing nothing, I don't care if Harvey doesn't have pace. Like, Salah's getting outrun by everyone. People will say, oh, Harvey shouldn't start because he hasn't got pace. He's still got better decision-making in this moment than Salah. He's got more technical ability than Salah. And if anyone disputes that, just watch football and you'll see what I'm saying. I'm not saying Salah's shit, but right now he's more than shit. So we have to come up with some sort of solution at some point, and we can't just persist to keep starting these players like Trent and like Salah. They need that temporary dropping. They need to fight for their place in the team. And if you want to be a competitive team, you need to have competitive places in the squad. And right now, we don't have that. We have to make do with what we've got, which is Joe Gomez and Harvey Elliott. I want to know in the comments down below, would you make those two changes? And if there's anything more that you would make, what would you do? Because we need these solutions now more than ever, because we've got City next. It's not really a good game to bounce back in and, you know, build confidence. However, I suppose you never know. But the last thing I'm going to be doing is predicting a Liverpool win again, because I've done it for this game. And as you can tell by the intro and the video, I've been absolutely tethered on so many degrees and levels. However, people, that's the end of this Redmond Roundup. Arsenal fans, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of your team. Do you think that you're going to win the league? I think you'll have a good shout at being in the title race, to be dead honest. Liverpool just... Not so much. However, I'm playing with me here now because I'm just thinking about all the terrible things that's going on with Liverpool Football Club. Identify them if you can in the comments down below. If you want, smash a like on this video. It helps get it out there. It supports the channel. I'm now a full-time YouTuber. Appreciate all the support you've been showing. That being said, this has been today's Redmond Roundup. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in a bizzle. Peace.